Humans want to live their best life. Where are you finding your bliss? So let's talk happiness. Think happiness. Vacations, Disney, beach, laughter, family, a sporting event, buying a home, your wedding, birth of a child, winning an award, graduation, a new car, Thanksgiving, Christmas, a cruise. Humans want to live their best life. Where are you finding your bliss? Let's talk happiness. Happiness is a topic that we will dwell upon because it's central to our motivations and behavior in contemporary society. It's the basis for quitting a job we don't love and changing lifestyles, for sacrifice to enjoy a vacation, for selling what you have to embark on challenging ventures far from what is comfortable. The evolutionary transition from human purpose dominated by survival and therefore duty-bound missions to that end included procreation to extend the life of your species. It was not based on a happiness score. Partnering and mating was an obligation to the tribe, not for personal satisfaction. A smiling wife was not key to getting the job done. It was her need to focus on her job. Men did not need to find fulfillment in their work. They needed to support their family, even if it meant working himself to death. But in our new age, am I happy is the question in decision making. So let's talk human happiness. How does the pursuit of happiness impact human behavior? Desire to live a happy life is one of the strongest motivators of human behavior because it shapes what we pay attention to, what we value, what we choose to do. Humans are wired to seek happiness. Happiness acts as a built-in motivational system. Humans are wired to move toward experiences that produce positive emotions and away from those that produce negative emotions. This is basic reinforcement learning. When something feels good, we repeat it. When something feels bad, we avoid it. This applies to everything from eating comfort food to pursuing long-term goals, like education or relationships. Happiness is the brain's way of saying, yes, more of this. Humans anticipate happiness. Anticipated happiness drives decisions. We don't just chase what is pleasurable. We chase what we expect will be pleasurable. Psychologists call this affective forecasting. For example, choosing a career because you think it will be satisfying. Going to a party because you expect to have fun. immigrating to a country in anticipation of a better life, saving money because you imagine future financial security, anticipation. Even when we're wrong about what will make us happy, the expectation still motivates the behavior. Humans seek long-term happiness. The pursuit of happiness shapes long-term goals. What do you want to be when you grow up? Humans set goals that they believe will bring lasting happiness. Why? Because we hope to live a long life. How? Depends on the generational values in play. Having some goals suggests pursuit of future happiness, like finding meaningful work, stable relationships, financial security, health and fitness, creative expression. These goals require effort, sacrifice, and delayed gratification. The motivation comes from the belief that future payoffs will be worth it. Humans are socialized for happiness. Social and cultural forces define our understanding of happiness and motivate behavior. Different societies teach people different happiness scripts. In the United States, happiness is often tied to individual achievement. In many Asian cultures, happiness is tied to social harmony. In Scandinavian countries, happiness is tied to security and balance. Perhaps that's why every year they win the Happiest Country award. These cultural narratives influence what people chase and how they define success. Humans want a happiness balance. Happiness also motivates behavior indirectly to balance our lives. People pursue things that support the conditions for happiness, like reducing uncertainty, increasing control, building competence by learning more to reinforce our skills for success, strengthening relationships. These aren't happy moments, but they create the psychological foundation for well-being that makes us say, I'm happy. But what if you hear, I'm not happy? This simple statement unlocks life-changing motivations. In today's world, options for escape allow pursuit of happiness on an individual as well as on massive platforms. What is missing in the equation is knowledge about truth, rules, and consequences of behaviors that, if known, might lead to different decisions. Unintended consequences, truths. Let's review some non-obvious truths. People don't actually pursue happiness itself. They pursue what they believe will lead to happiness. Think about that. And because those beliefs are often flawed, the pursuit can lead to both wise and unwise choices. Possible unintended consequences result in making you less happy. Chasing the wrong things, labeled happiness. This is where it gets fascinating. Research shows people systematically overestimate the happiness they'll get from money beyond a comfortable level. Status and prestige. Material possessions. Social media attention. Partying hard with drugs and alcohol. And they underestimate the happiness they'll get from taking care of themselves, getting adequate sleep, regular exercise, a healthy diet, time with friends, acts of kindness, community belonging, being part of an identity group. The pursuit of happiness motivates behavior, but not always in the direction that actually produces happiness. In the future, let's explore in our happiness discussions world happiness, the pursuit of happiness, and your happiness score.